It's 5 trivia questions on who, what, and where am I? This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. Today we have a great episode for you on who, what, and where am I. These are cards from a game called Smartass, which has a donkey mascot. Came out maybe 15 years ago, and all the questions you're trying to figure out who, what, or where am I with a few clues. And I did one of these maybe a month or two ago, and I had a listener write me and say, oh man, I really like that style, so here we are doing it again. If you have a special event coming up, maybe a wedding ceremony that you're doing virtually, maybe you have a birthday party, maybe a fundraiser, maybe something for your work or a happy hour, think virtual trivia with me, your pal, Ryan Buds. I'm doing these shows left and right. And you can see all the different companies I've done shows for on my website, triviawithbuds.com. Companies like Netflix, Rotten Tomatoes, Activision, Universal Studios Hollywood, Fandango, Disney, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Southern California Gas Company. Ooh la la. There's so many on here. YouTube, Google, MailChimp, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Harvard, UCLA, Microsoft, New Democrat Coalition, and Autism Spectrum Therapies. Just a few amongst the hundreds I've done, especially over this last 18 months or so. If you have something coming up, hit me up. And special deal for my podcast listeners, if you have an event coming up, send me an email and in the subject put podcast deal. Podcast deal. Tell me what you got going on and I'll give you a huge discount off of my normal rate for your show. Go to ryanbuds@gmail.com, send me an email and put podcast deal in the subject line if you have an event coming up. This could be for anything. Could be a house party, could be a work thing, could be a big banquet you have to do virtually now because of the ways of the world. So drop me a line and we'll make it happen. It'll be tons of fun this fall or holiday season. All right, we're going to jump into this round on who, what, and where am I right now. We've got 5 of these for you. Here we go. All right, question number 1 for who, what, or where am I? These are fun to try and figure out the quickest. So if you're playing against somebody in a car or something like that, just try and blurt out the answer as quick as you can. If you're playing at home, you could write it down and give yourself more points if you get it quicker than somebody else. I think there are 10 clues per item here. So here we go. Question number 1, what am I? First clue, I'm a musical instrument. I am part of big bands and orchestras. I have a cup-shaped mouthpiece. Sometimes I am muted. My name is also a type of bird, fish, and flower. You'll find me in the brass section. I am also the name for an elephant's cry. Louis Armstrong enjoyed playing me. Dizzy Gillespie played me as well. What am I with the initial T? That is question number 1, what am I? All right, number 2, we are moving on to who am I? And here are your clues. We are German writers. We were born in the 18th century. We collected stories. Our tales are world famous. Our work has been translated into at least 70 languages. Jacob and Wilhelm are our first names. Rapunzel and Cinderella reside in our pages. Our book is the second most widely read book in Germany. Walt Disney used our stories as inspiration for his movies. Who are we with the initials TBG? TBG. That was number 2. All right, coming up next, we have number 3. Who am I? Again, who am I? I am a comic strip character. I'm also featured in movies. I was introduced to the world in 1950. I constantly worry about everything in life. The Searchers had a hit song about me. It always rains on my parade and my baseball game. I am a born loser sometimes. I'm called Blockhead. My dog thinks he's a World War II fighting ace. I was the creation of Charles M. Schulz. Who am I with the initials CB? Number 3, who am I with CB initials? All right, number 4, back to what am I? I am a type of insect. I live everywhere. I have flat sides and a very small head. I can bite. I am dangerous because I carry germs. I have no wings. I live on mammals and birds. I can leap many, many times my size. I spread the bubonic plague in Europe. What am I with the initial F? What am I with the initial of F? And number 5, your last question for today. Where am I? Okay. I am a structure. I am in the Middle East. I am a major tourist attraction. I am at least 4,500 years old. I am located on sand. I am near Cairo. I am near the pyramids. I do not have much to say, but I have a big mouth. I have the body of a lion. Where am I with the initial S? All right, those are your 5 sets of clues for today's episode on Who, What, and Where Am I. We'll be right back in just a second and see how you did with those answers. We are back to our Who, What, and Where Am I quiz answers. Thanks for listening today. This was number 1, What Am I? I'll give you the last few clues. Louis Armstrong enjoyed playing me. Dizzy Gillespie played me as well. What am I with the initial of T? I am a trumpet, which is what Lou Bega likes to yell out in his song Mambo No. 5. The trumpet! Very specific reference there. All right, number 2, who am I? Walt Disney used our stories as inspiration for his movies. Who are we with the initials TBG? The Brothers Grimm. Number 2 was the Brothers Grimm. 2 people there. Number 3 was also Who Am I? Comic strip character, creation of Charles M. Schulz, initials CB, Charlie Brown. And the song Charlie Brown was mentioned in there. Number 4, what am I? I'm a type of insect. I live everywhere. Spread the bubonic plague in Europe. And what am I with the initial of F? I'm a flea, like the musician in Red Hot Chili Peppers. Flea. And number 5, I'm a structure in the Middle East. Body of a lion, starts with an S. The Sphinx. The Sphinx. And that was it for today's Who, What, and Where Am I quiz. If you like that style, let me know. Drop me a line. Social media, at Ryan Buds on everything. And I'll start doing more of those. I bought this game at a thrift store. It's called Smartass. It's a bunch of fun. And you can find it if you're looking to actually play a board game like this pretty easily. I've seen it a number of times, but I didn't buy it till a couple months ago. We have a fact of the day for you. The fact is that Ben & Jerry's was going to be a bagel company, but the equipment was too expensive. So they went with ice cream. Ben & Jerry's going to be a bagel company, but the equipment was too expensive. If you didn't know that, now you know. All right. That is it for today's episode. Remember, go to your email, send me one. If you have a show coming up, ryanbuds@gmail.com, podcast deal in the subject line. I'll hook you up with a big discount on your next big virtual bingo, trivia, or game show entertainment for your friends, family, coworkers, etc. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for leaving iTunes reviews, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.